Hey everyone, welcome back. First of all, I want to thank you all for the immense support on my previous Clash Lane video. The number of likes on that video was truly amazing, and I genuinely appreciate all of your support. I hope you'll continue to show the same level of love for this video as well. In today's video, we're going to continue discussing how to play the Clash Lane. Previously, I covered some of the important macros and decisions you need to make during your early game, which lasts from 0 to 4 minutes of the match. As I mentioned before, every match in Honor of Kings is divided into 4 different phases, and in this video, we'll be focusing on the second phase, the mid-game, which lasts from 4 to 10 minutes. If you've watched my Jing rotation or general jungle rotation video, then you already know that the mid-game is all about macros, rotations, and setting the perfect tempo. And for Clash Laners, it's quite similar in many ways. I'll be explaining the key things to focus on as a Clash Laner during the mid-game, as well as discussing an important concept that can help you better understand different Clash Lane playstyles. Also, for me to continue making videos on the remaining game phases, make sure to both hype and like this video, and follow me on Instagram. It'll really motivate me to work even harder and bring more videos as soon as possible. Now, without any further ado, let's roll the intro. After surviving or carefully playing through the early game, that is, from 0 to 4 minutes, we now enter the mid-game. The mid-game completely changes the pace and rhythm of the match. At the 4-minute mark, epic monsters begin to spawn, and taking them down grants your team useful buffs. At the same time, the jungle damage reduction effect also ends, meaning invades become far more frequent in this phase. You'll start seeing junglers play more aggressively, contesting camps and neutral objectives much more often. In addition, Ballistae minions start spawning during this phase. These special minions deal significantly higher damage to turrets, and to make things even more interesting, the turret shield also disappears after 4 minutes. This means tower pushing becomes much faster and harder to stop. All of these changes together completely transform the game's tempo. It's faster, riskier, and far more team-oriented. Now the real question arises, what's your role as a Clash Laner in this fast-paced phase, and how exactly should you react to it? Starting from around the 4-minute mark, this is when both sides' Clash Laners truly begin to contest each other, meaning they'll be much more active and aggressive compared to how passive they were in the early game. If you didn't know, Clash Laners are also divided into certain categories, just like junglers, and their playstyle changes based on the category they belong to. But in this video, I'm only going to discuss 2 types of Clash Laners, the supporting type Clash Laners and the scaling type Clash Laners. If you want me to discuss all types of Clash Laners, mid laners, roamers, and farm laners just like how I discuss the types of junglers, then please hype and like this video right now, as well as give me a follow on Instagram. So about the support type Clash Laners, heroes like Guan Yu and Sun Ce belong to this category. They specialize in supporting the front line of their team, working alongside tanks to protect the backline damage dealers. Their main role is to assist their mid and farm laners, especially the mid laner, and to provide strong support in teamfights, roam across the map, and help their teammates gain control of the map. Some important details you should always keep in mind while playing support-type Clash Laners are as follows. First, if you're playing a support-type Clash Laner, you need to understand that the first tower in your lane isn't actually that important for you. I know this might sound controversial, but let me explain why it makes sense. For example, if you can help your marksman, farm laner, push and pressure the enemy's side of the map instead, the overall impact on the enemy team will be much greater. Doing this allows your marksman to rotate to your lane and continue pushing in your place while you keep pushing the advantageous lane, the one where you help them take down the enemy's first tower. This way, you'll be constantly applying pressure to the enemy side, creating space for your team and forcing the opponents to react to your rotations. Next, the scaling type Clash Laners, heroes like Fatih, belong to this category. These types of Clash Laners mainly focus on farming and scaling up over time. Their goal is to grow strong enough to become a carry themselves, while also being able to protect or save their teammates from danger later in the game. They don't provide much support early on because they are usually weak in the early game, but as the match progresses, they gradually scale up and become powerful. As I just mentioned earlier, when you're playing a scaling type Clash Laner, your main focus should be farming, clearing nearby jungle camps, taking neutral objectives, and catching lane waves whenever possible. Doing this helps you buy your core items quickly, which allows you to start making an impact in fights sooner. The faster you complete your items as a scaling type Clash Laner, the sooner you can unleash your full strength and become a key factor in carrying teamfights. Now that we're done discussing the 2 types of Clash Laners and what they should focus on during the mid-game depending on their category, but there's still one more crucial concept to understand. Even though support type and scaling type Clash Laners have different playstyles, their ultimate goal remains the same, and that is to limit the enemy's core carry. In other words, your objective as a Clash Laner is to harass, pressure, or neutralize the enemy's main damage dealer, disrupt their positioning, and secure map advantage for your team. Now you might wonder, what exactly do I mean by limiting the enemy's core carry, and how can you actually do it? Let me explain. There are three main ways to limit or restrict the enemy carry effectively. First, by staying right in their face, meaning you constantly stay close to the enemy carry's position. Just your presence puts pressure on them. Even if you don't kill them, simply being near forces them to back off or hesitate, making it difficult for them to deal damage freely. Second, by diving into the enemy backline and applying pressure from behind. If you're using a mobile or sustained clash laner like Fatih, you can cut into the backline and continuously threaten or chase their carry. Even if you don't secure the kill, your constant presence will keep them running, breaking their formation and ruining their positioning. Third, by maintaining constant backline pressure without fully diving. You don't always need to engage directly. Sometimes just hovering near the backline and creating the threat of an engagement is enough. This forces the enemy carry to play cautiously, always looking over their shoulder and losing confidence in taking fights. All of these approaches serve one purpose, whether you're pressuring from the front, diving from behind, or hovering nearby. The main goal is to make the enemy carry uncomfortable, restrict their movement, and deny them the freedom to fight or position openly. And now I believe you've fully understood what it truly means to limit the enemy's core carry. Now next, let's talk about wave management and vision for Clash laners in the mid-game. When it comes to handling waves as a Clash laner during this phase, there are a few key principles you must always remember. First, always make sure to play on the half of the map where your team has vision control. For example, if your teammates are mostly playing around the mid lane and are positioned on the right side of the map, then you should push the bot lane. On the other hand, if your team's focus is on the left side, then you should push the top lane instead. It's really that simple. Just follow your team's formation and never push blindly into the dark side of the map. Always play on the side where you have vision and where your teammates can back you up if the enemy decides to rotate toward you. On the contrary, if your team hasn't established any vision yet, don't rush forward. Instead, find a bush nearby and wait patiently. There's no need to be hasty, because without vision, you'll never know how many enemies could be hiding just out of sight. It might be one, or it might be the entire enemy team, and by the time you realize it, it's already too late. That's why smart Clash laners always wait for vision before pushing forward. If you die alone on the dark side of the map, the side your team doesn't have vision on, you not only lose your lane pressure, but also lose tempo and map control for your entire team. Now let's discuss the last-minute strategy for Clash laners in the mid-game, meaning from the 9 to 10-minute mark. Starting at around 9 minutes, the focus of the match begins to shift toward the 10-minute enhanced Overlord fight. At the 10-minute mark, the epic monsters, both the Tyrant and the Overlord, become enhanced, making them far more valuable and impactful for whichever team secures them. From this point onward, your main focus as a Clash laner should be to stay in your lane as much as possible, managing waves carefully and focusing more on wave control and positioning rather than rotating too early. Your goal during this stage is to ensure your lane wave is in a favorable position before the enhanced epic monster fight begins. Ideally, your wave should already be pushed forward, which forces the enemy Clash laner to stay and clear it instead of joining the fight. This gives you the freedom to rotate early or even apply split pressure while your team secures the objective. When managing waves during this phase, always base your actions on the current vision. If you have vision and your teammates are nearby, you can play more aggressively, push deeper, invade for vision, or apply map pressure. If most of your teammates are on your side of the map and can support you quickly, then don't hesitate to take the initiative. Use your mobility or crowd control to engage first and catch enemies off guard before they can react. However, if you're on the opposite side of the map, where vision is limited and your teammates are far away, then patience is key. Stay hidden in a bush, clear waves safely, and avoid overextending. At this stage of the game, even one death can cost your team the entire enhanced epic fight, shifting the balance of power completely in the enemy's favor. That's it for this video, lads, and once again I believe I may have overwhelmed you with all the information in this one. I know it's not easy to remember everything or apply all these techniques at once, but don't worry, that's completely normal. The best way to improve is to start small. Pick one technique, practice it in training mode or normal matches, and build up your muscle memory over time. Step by step, you'll get better and naturally start combining everything you've learned. I really hope you found this video helpful and that it gave you a deeper understanding of how to play Clash lane effectively in the mid-game. If you want me to upload the next parts in future videos earlier, then please both hype and like this video, and follow me on Instagram. Your support truly motivates me to keep working hard. Also, don't forget to comment down your queries, share this video with your friends and fellow Clash laners, and subscribe to my channel to join our amazing W subscribers family. I'm aiming to reach 5,000 subscribers before the new year, so please help me make it happen. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye and love y'all.